This is Bad Bunny right here, known professionally as Bad Bunny. A Puerto Rican rapper, singer, songwriter, actor, record producer, and professional wrestler, dubbed the King of Latin Trap. Bad Bunny is credited with helping Spanish language rap music achieve mainstream popularity in the worldwide market. But he's in a bit of trouble. A Puerto Rican homeowner, age 84, sues Bad Bunny over use of iconic house in a video. All right. So the guy's name is Roman Carrasco Delgado. An unemployed widower is seeking at least 1 million in damages and emotional distress. The lawsuit alleges that a large number of people visit his home daily in the coastal town of Humacao to take pictures and videos, stripping him of his privacy. La Casita has been the subject of dozens or hundreds of social media posts and product sales featuring his property, from which he generally receives no benefit, the lawsuit states. On the contrary, let me skip here to right here. So, the salmon colored home with yellow trim and a wraparound porch was featured in Bad Bunny's short film that launched his album that released in January. I have no idea how to pronounce it. It also served as the model for a real size home nicknamed La Casita that was featured at the singer's 30 concerts, where celebrities and musicians ranging from LeBron James and Penelope Cruz to Residente and Belinda, who's that, hung out and sang alongside the rap star. There's no doubt that La Casita has been the main stage for Bad Bunny's concerts, where a host of world-class artists have performed, the lawsuit states. Representatives for Bad Bunny did not immediately return a message seeking comment. And let's play this.
An 84-year-old man in Humacao, Puerto Rico, has filed a $1 million lawsuit against Bad Bunny, claiming his home was used without proper consent as the inspiration for La Casita, a central feature in the star's concerts. Roman Carrasco Delgado alleges that fans now flock to his property daily, invading his privacy, while he endures malicious comments online. He says his signature was fraudulently placed on contracts he couldn't read, receiving only $5,200 despite millions of views and widespread use of his home's likeness. The lawsuit accuses Bad Bunny and associated companies of illicit enrichment and contract fraud.
All right. And you got the one eye.
An 84-year-old...
And we got the one eye there, okay? So, I notice that Bad Bunny has the same birthday as Osama bin Laden, okay? You know, I just know that. We just had the 9/11 anniversary. So, it's like a pattern. History kind of repeats by the numbers. The numbers are going to be there, okay? The numbers are going to be there, and we're just past that anniversary. So look at all of these connections here by the numbers. Look at that birthday, March 10th, okay? And also notice that Bad Bunny is born in 1994, okay? Because World Trade Center equals 94. You see the cipher breakdown right there. Okay, you see that? Isn't that's just it's real, but it appears amazing and unreal, and not a lot of people believe this. They just think it's a coincidence. Remember Rudy Giuliani? I think it was 94 days after his birthday that he got in a car crash. Okay, and remember, he was the mayor of New York City during 9/11. Okay, Jay-Z released the blueprint on 9/11, 2001. He's married to Beyonce. Beyonce's birthday is the ninth month and the fourth day. Even Rudy Giuliani with that car crash 94 days after his birthday, they say he was being driven in a Ford Bronco, and the O.J. Simpson Ford Bronco chase was back in 1994, okay? So a lot of information there. You see that? Osama bin Laden, Bad Bunny, the 94 connection. Even this is his album that released in January. Oh, should I give it a shot? I know how to spell it. DBTR Mas Photos 194. Look at that. So you still get that 94. This is the dude right here. An unemployed widower is seeking at least 1 million in damages and emotional distress. They're saying a likeness of his home, uh, I guess, was used for Bad Bunny's home, or like modeled after or whatever, right? The lawsuit alleges that a large number of people visit his home daily in the coastal town of Humacao to take pictures and videos, stripping him of his privacy. Look at dude's name right here. 187, 88, and 119. Look at the 119. It's like the 11th day of the ninth month. You see that? 119. You get the 88 because Trump equals 88. Look at the 187. That's Canelo Alvarez's birthday, the 18th day of the seventh month. All of this energy right now. Canelo just lost the fight to Crawford. Trump connected to the Charlie Kirk assassination, and Trump's always trending now. And just days after the 9/11 anniversary, and there's probably something with that name Roman as well. All right, you see that? Maybe there's another connection here. Maybe with Puerto Rico as well. But again, you see those birthdays. Remember, politics equals 103. Okay, politics equals 103. Can you believe it? Look, this is this dude right here. Look out, they call him Don. Don Roman. Look at this, because in Puerto Rico, Don is a Spanish honorific title placed before a man's first name to show respect. Oh my God, are you serious? And then they say that in the article, La Casita has been the subject of dozens or hundreds of social media posts and product sales featuring his property, from which he generally receives no benefit, the lawsuit states. I don't even know what the hell they're trying to say here. Okay? On the contrary, Don Roman is the subject of malicious comments and insinuations that did not occur prior to the publication of the aforementioned video. So he might have, Bad Bunny may have had some kind of music video, and in the video they may have shown this dude's house, I guess. That's kind of what I'm gathering here. Maybe Bad Bunny imitated that house, maybe, and had one built for himself. I have no freaking idea what's going on here. But I do know when I see that name Don, I do know again Donald Trump. Okay, this dude's name's got the 88 like Trump. Look at that, right? Check that out. And that is not a coincidence that Don is a Spanish honorific title placed before a man's first name to show respect. Look at Bad Bunny's full name. Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio. Look at that's 156 and the 156 prime number is 911. Look at these connections right there. I might need another smoothie. Man, this is good. I need to add some vegetables to it next time. Maybe some cucumber. For real. Man, but look at these connections. Isn't that amazing? And there's probably something with Roman as well with this name, right? Maybe something connected to Trump. Look at that. Bam, right? Okay, and look at this connection. I don't know if Conscious X may have made a video of this. I was looking at Bad Bunny and I was like, dang, I get French Montana vibes, bro. And I look at French Montana, this other rapper, dude, he's born 11/9, 119. Look at that. Okay, these guys are like playing different characters or they're related. For real. Look at the 119, 911. Dude looks like French Montana. Okay? And French Montana's birthday is 119, November 9th. Can you believe that French Montana is born in 84 and this Puerto Rican homeowner, age 84, sues Bad Bunny over use of iconic house in video and residency? Does that make sense? So they showed dude's house in a music video, and I guess he may have imitated and copied the likeness of his home for his own home. They say all the celebrities party there. Blah blah blah, right? Look at that 84. And these names and these characters are completely recycled. Bad Bunny, remember B Rabbit, Eminem and 8 Mile, right? B Rabbit, remember Tupac used to do his bandana and it looked like rabbit ears hanging? Hip hop, hop like a bunny. This stuff, it's a joke, isn't it? But you can see French Montana right there. And you could see looking like Bad Bunny, okay? Now, I wonder if there's any images out there. Bad Bunny and French Montana side by side. Let's see. A well known photo of Bad Bunny and French Montana together was taken at the 18th annual Latin Grammys. Oh, look at that. 7 days after French Montana's birthday. The image shows the two along with Steve Aoki, Raul de Molina, blah, blah, blah. But I want to see. They look very similar. I wonder if Conscious X did a video on that. Maybe not. They look very similar. And, one's going to have the glasses. Maybe, I mean, I was getting French Montana vibes. I can't remember what pick, but I was getting French Montana vibes. And then when I look at French Montana, I saw the birthday and I was like, what are the odds? And these characters are all connected anyways. There's French Montana right there. Age 40. Where's he from? He's from Morocco. Okay? So hopefully I'm not just passing judgment here. Is Morocco connected with Puerto Rico? Connected primarily through shared North African ancestry. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you think, but look at that 119 right there. And do you get New York vibes with French Montana maybe? So you get that 119, and remember Jay-Z's got that 119 with the Blueprint album released on 9/11. So look, I'm doing this research here, and I'm like, look at this rapper who popped up, Naughty Osama. I never heard of the. Is this what the youngsters listen to? And I noticed that dude's got the same birthday as Michelle Obama, 117. And Obama rhymes with Osama. So, and you get another political connection here. Remember, Osama bin Laden and Bad Bunny got the same birthday, the 10th day of the third month. Remember, bullshit and politics equal 103. And now you get this other rapper that pops up, Naughty Osama, and Osama rhymes with Obama. And they got that same birthday right there. Look at that right there, man. Okay, fake world. Yes, it is a fake world. Yes, it is a fake world. And you know what? 84. That's Barack Obama's birthday. The 8th month and the 4th day. Barack Obama's birthday. I just caught that. Look at that. Bada boom. Bada bing. Bada bang. Look at that. Don't forget Donald Trump equals 48. Look at that right there. Barack's birthday, 8-4, 84, 84-year-old Sue's Bad Bunny. And you get the Michelle Obama rhyming with Osama right there. And she's got this dude's birthday. Wow. Okay, so that's solid, and you're gonna get that one eye. What a fake character this guy is. Look at this guy, man. So, man, they just go on and on in this article. The lawsuit notes that Carrasco authorized a scout to use the house in the video, although he had no detailed knowledge of the form and manner in which the casita would be used. Oh, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to live off of Bad Bunny. Give me a break. Like, what did you lose? You know what I'm saying? It also says Carrasco never received a formal, or he just wants to be invited to a Bad Bunny concert and gathering at his La Casita. That's it. I smell envy and I smell jealousy. I'm just kidding. So the lawsuit states that Carrasco doesn't know how to read or write, but is able to sign his name. So just a bunch of blah, blah, blah here, okay? And now the article finally ends. All right. I'm like, what are the connections? That's all I need. I'm like, and you see, once again, the usual suspects, man. Donald Trump, and there's the only dude that popped up. The dude on the left, that's the 84-year-old. That's like the only picture that I could find. So you get the usual suspects. You get Donald Trump. Now we get French Montana in the mix. You get the 9/11 energy still going on right there, right? Bad Bunny, BB, Bin Laden, Bin B, right? That Don connection is solid right there. You get Canelo Alvarez in the mix with that 187, with his birthday and that fight he lost recently. I don't know where the hell he's from. You got a bunch of different regions here in the mix. And I still don't know how to pronounce that. And look, that Bad Bunny album came out in January. Right there. You see? Right there. Bam. That's his album. And I think it was January 5th. So that's that same month with the Michelle Obama Naughty Osama birthday right there. Pretty solid, huh? That's amazing because crash equals 49. And those two planes like crashed into the building supposedly. Crash has that 49. So pretty solid there. And look, even Osama bin Laden died the second day of the fifth month, like, 25. Now we're in the year 25. Don't forget, 911 days after 9/11 is Osama bin Laden's birthday. I'm going to show you that right here. Uh, Watch, look at this. Let me share this tab. So look at 9/11, 2001. And look at Osama bin Laden and Bad Bunny's birthday, March 10th. So I think it's 2023 or 2003. Oh, or it's 2004. Look at that right there. Bam. You see that? 9/11, 2001. 911 days later lands on Osama bin Laden's birthday. Look at, you see? That's amazing. And I'm going to be honest, I think I was the one to first figure that out. I think that was one of the first videos I made like 3 or 4 years ago, something like that. I'm going to take that credit. I wrote it down on a piece of paper and I just recorded with my phone the paper and I just said it. It was like 40 seconds or a minute, I can't remember. But look at that right there. Right? Pretty solid, huh? Okay, so we're probably around the usual, around 30 minutes or so. I'll try to play this again. I don't know if it'll play.
An 84-year-old man in Macau, Puerto Rico, has filed a $1 million lawsuit against Bad Bunny, claiming his home was used without proper consent as the inspiration for La Casita, a central feature in the star's concerts. Roman Carrasco Delgado alleges that fans now flock to his property daily, invading his privacy, while he endures malicious comments online. He says his signature was fraudulently placed on contracts he couldn't read, receiving only $5,200 despite millions of views and widespread use of his home's likeness. The lawsuit accuses Bad Bunny and associated companies of illicit enrichment and contract fraud.
Bad Bunny looks like an idiot. What a sellout. With that outfit looks freaking horrible. The way he dresses is just pathetic, man. Big sellout, man, looking all feminine. And that's about the only opinion, I don't really give my opinion a lot. But Puerto Rican homeowner, 84 years old, sues Bad Bunny. Who's bad? Dun, dun, dun. Over use of iconic house and video and residency. All right, I'm off to probably doom scroll a little bit on the phone. Until next time.